What's up, my Patreon people? Welcome into this energetic space. I am going to be doing a full moon in Sagittarius reading for you all, as there will be a full moon in Sagittarius on May 23rd of 2024. Let me reiterate, I'm going to be doing a timeless full moon in Sagittarius reading. So whenever you are led to this reading, if it resonates for you, regardless of the time, the message is for you. I think sometimes we just get too caught up in the timing and the zodiac seasons and all of that thing. It's all energy, y'all. It's all energy, and those energies are most potent around those times, and especially for those who have those energies in their chart. But the truth of the matter is, we have all of the signs in our charts. We embody all 12 of the zodiac signs. And if you are one of those who counts Ophiuchus, which is considered the 13th sign, then you embody that too. So it's just a matter of taking the message, how it resonates, and using your own intuition. But we're going to get into it because Sagittarius energy is that of exploring, freedom, teaching, focus, which the Sagittarius is symbolized by the Centaurian. So that's like half man, half animal, half horse, half man. And you see it with the bow and arrow, right? Pointing towards, aiming towards its focus. And so we're wanting to use that energy, as well as that is typically of the full moon, which is an energy of releasing, to help manifest our desires, to help us to heal and grow, and to be intentional about what it is that we have going on in our 3D realities. I just saw 222, which may be a significant angel number to some of you, but we're going to get into this exclusive message, and I'm going to start with the Moonology deck. So I hope this message finds you all well. If it does not find you well, clear. I hope something is said that leaves you well. Father God, Mother Earth, ancestors, and spirit guides, I ask that you bring forth the best message for the highest good of the collective, and give us some insight about what this full moon in Sagittarius is bringing in for us as a collective. What is it that we should tap into or expect with this full moon in Sagittarius energy? We thank you in advance for the message that is coming forward, Spirit. And so it is. They want to tell us something, y'all. And there go the lights blinking. There you go. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. So there's some bold action that needs to take place in some area of your life, and you're needing to not let the past hold you back. You want to know what's interesting about this card? It represents the South Node, and my South Node is Sagittarius. So it would behoove you all, if you are not already well versed or familiar with your South Node, to look up your birth chart and see what planet your South Node is in, and that's going to point you to some character traits, some patterns, some behaviors that you're actually needing to not allow to hold you back, and kind of do some shadow work to see where those things may actually be hindering you from making the first move, and not only making the first move, but making a bold first move. Don't let your past hold you back. This is really giving me like somebody's needing to do something, step forward as a leader, or change the narrative or move the needle in some way, as so many of us are called to do, and not only not allow things that have happened to us, traumatized us, riddled us with fear in this lifetime to hold us back, but also tap into the Akashic records and not allow our past lives to hold us back from being the pioneers that shift the energy in this lifetime. So take it how it resonates, but for some of you it's just that deep, and for some of you it's something that you're needing to do and step forward boldly to do in your 3D reality that you otherwise, having not heard this message or tapped into this energy, would allow, having done it before and it not worked out, the disappointment, the pain, the hurt, the trauma from the past, to keep you from doing it again or stepping forward to do it in a new, bold way. You're definitely needing to shine your light and step forward authentically in some endeavor, and that is the thing that's going to bring a tough cycle to an end, because you got full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So for some of you, you've been going through it because you've been doing that work to break those generational curses and sever ties of with poverty, and to mend broken hearts, and doing inner child healing, and just doing the things and learning the lessons and gaining the wisdom in order to move forward and end a tough cycle. So this is giving me World card in the tarot energy. This is a beautiful message to receive, because if you've been going through it and you're feeling like you're on your last leg, or you're needing a second wind, you in your 9 of Wands energy where you're exhausted like the wounded warrior. The end of a tough cycle is approaching, but you've been given some action items, needing to face the past and not let it to continue to hinder you and hinder your forward motion. And then that forward motion that you're needing to take, it needs to be bold. Say it with your chest. And you're needing to not wait on the moves that other people are making. You're being led to make the first move. So some of you have some ideas, some creative endeavors that you want to bring forth, some spiritual gifts, some communities to build, some families to build, some relationships to enter into, and people to unite with. And you're being called to do it in a way that you've never done it before, and you've never seen it done that way before, but you're needing to be bold about it, because at the end of the day, that's the name of the game, right? Just our 808. That is where our abundance lies, and we are not sheep. We are not meant to do what everybody else does. We're not meant to follow the flock. We are meant to lead the way and be wild like wolves, right? So it's okay to stand out. At the top of the deck, we have nothing is yet set in stone. Nothing is yet set in stone because nothing has been solidified. Things are not stable because you are building that stable foundation with this mutable moon energy. But at the bottom of the deck, you have hold your vision. Fixed moon. That is such Sagittarius energy. Because like I said, with that Centaurian or Centaurus, Centaur, that's what it's called. That Centaur has a bow and arrow, and it has to hold its vision and its focus in order to reach its goal. Just saw 9/11. So for some of you, this is you doing that work. Also tap into your Chiron, because your Chiron and your planetary alignment points you to where you've been wounded in this lifetime in order to be a testimony for others and help others heal. That is your story of the wounded healer. Hence that 9 of Wands, wounded warrior energy. Hold your vision. Whatever it is you're going through, it was not designed to break you. It was actually designed to help you fine tune where you are meant to be a healer and help others in the community. So make sure that you are doing the work to not to continue, because y'all are already doing the work, but to continue to build yourself up. And for some of y'all, that work looks like rest. That's work. Especially for those of us who come from first of all, if you are a product of the matrix and you've been influenced by this grind culture, this hustle culture, work your fingers to the bone. It's a sin to take a nap. Don't sleep no more than 4 or 5 hours. Oh, you don't need no sleep. You only live once. You know what I'm saying? Like, this culture that teaches you that you gotta constantly be going on the go and chasing the dangling carrot. If you're a product of that culture, then yeah, rest does not come easy for you, because there's a part of you that wrestles with whether or not you should even be getting rest, or whether or not you deserve rest, or whether or not it's healthy for you to be getting some rest. If you have not checked out this book, I haven't read it, but I do really want to add it to my to-do list. Is I've read some excerpts from it, and it's really good. Then it's by the founder of the Nap Ministry. I forgot her name, but the book is Rest is Resistance, I think. Because for many of you, it's in our heritage to not be comfortable with rest, or believe that rest is our birthright. For many of us, our ancestors were not afforded rest, and so we're needing to take that charge seriously as well. Full moons are significant of and good for releasing. So I definitely want to get us some messages from the Power of Surrender cards to coincide with and clarify this message that is coming forward. So let's see. Y'all make sure y'all staying hydrated as well. Spirit, please clarify this reading for the collective. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. That part of you that felt like you didn't need rest, that part of your past that is urging you to not hold you back, that South Node energy, those are outdated beliefs about yourself. So take me for instance, my South Node is in Sagittarius and my North Node is in Gemini. So I'm needed to lean more toward North Node Gemini characteristics and traits and ways of handling things in order to move toward my North Star. So Gemini traits are more communicative and open to seeing both sides of a story, teaching and learning, and expressive. And sometimes people consider Geminis like double-minded, but actually it serves people in Gemini energy to see both sides of a situation and look at both sides or perspectives in order to govern how they move about their day-to-day and within their relationships. So it's important for me to do that instead of being like escapist and feeling like I gotta do everything, or I should, or I want to do everything on my own, like the Sagittarius energy, which I have struggled with, because I'm like, oh, y'all don't want to be my friend? Oh, y'all ain't into what I'm into? Okay, I just do this shit by myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's not healthy. We are not meant to live this life alone. We're not meant to move through this life alone. Yeah, you need to be comfortable with your own energy, but everything has its light and its dark, and it definitely can get dark when you lean more into that energy. And so I'm needing to, in this lifetime, whereas it served me in other lifetimes, to shy away from leaning too much into my Sagittarius energy, because that's an outdated belief about myself and how I operate, that I need to surrender, or that I have surrendered, and that I'm constantly doing the work to surrender. Because it's levels to this shit. Just when you think you know, here come a lesson in your 3D reality to show you, oh, okay, so you've scratched the surface here, but it's another layer to this. You know what I'm saying? So surrender those outdated beliefs about yourself. It says let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. Do not let your past hold you back. Because when you do that, it's difficult. It makes it difficult to hold your vision. In order to hold your vision and focus on what's in front of you, the goal ahead of you, who you want, what you want, and how you want it, you have to be focused on what's in front of you. You can't be looking back and then shooting your bow and arrow. You're going to fuck around and hit the wrong thing, the wrong person, the wrong target. So you definitely want to adhere to that advice, and underneath hold your vision is it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Y'all, we just had a full moon in Scorpio, last month? So whatever occurred around that time was pushing you to release negativity. So if you got into it with somebody, or you had a revelation about some negativity in your life, some negative traits within you, you went to the doctor and they told you need to change your eating habits and work out more, or you got this idea to leave a job or whatever, release that negativity that came up for you into your awareness around that time of that full moon in Scorpio. And for some of y'all, it was something you already knew, but the voice got louder to let that go. Whatever it was, a relationship, a career, a thought process, patterns, addiction, whatever it is, you're being pushed to let that go so that you can focus on the goal ahead, the journey ahead, the calling ahead. And it says hold your vision. For some of you, you have a vision that you have been given through your dreams, or just creative ideas that have come to you, or desire to do something or do something with somebody. Whatever that is, that's part of the vision. And in order for you to do it, you're being called to get rid of the distractions outside of you and within you with this full moon in Sagittarius energy. Whatever has been allowing you to use it as a crutch or as an escape. Yep, I'm gonna hold us accountable. Whatever we've been used, because you know we like to blame other people and pass the buck and be like, I can't get ahead because of this person in this situation in this circumstance. No, that's not empowering. That's disempowering. It is my responsibility as one with spiritual authority to, and we all got it. Some of us just don't value it and don't tap into it, and we're not intentional about it. But I don't play by mine. But so there are those of us who we have a responsibility to empower. And so it would not be empowering for me to not point out to y'all that it's within your capacity. It's your responsibility, your ability to respond to holding your vision and getting rid of distractions and releasing negativity in your life. Because y'all know we'll sit up and be wondering why shit ain't working out in our favor, why our energy drained, why our finances are drained, which ain't nothing but a reflection of some energetic pull or drain in our life. So like the poverty consciousness and not feeling like we are abundant and ain't gotta work our fingers to the bone to have wealth and prosperity. But we'll blame everything and everybody and not hold ourselves accountable or take responsibility for the actions that we've taken or didn't take, the behaviors and that we've allowed, the energy that we've allowed to not just pitch a tent but build a whole apartment complex in our lives. You know, some shit was temporary. It wasn't meant to stay that long. And we've allowed some things to reach its expiration date and still stick around because what we comfortable now, we people pleasing, we don't want to disappoint nobody, we don't want to tell somebody they got to get out of our personal space or out of our hearts or out of our minds or out of our lives, or you know what I'm saying, that we have to step back from being so close to them or put up boundaries. Like we don't want to be the messenger because we don't want to shake no tables or ruffle no feathers. Meanwhile, our whole vision, our whole calling is at stake. I can't be that one that does not keep it 100 with y'all. about what the spirit is bringing forth to help you rectify those situations. I just can't. So there you have it, right? So you had surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. At the top of the deck, you have surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Take a relaxing break. What I say? Get some rest and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. You needed to spend some time outside. Just saw 2020. Because Mother Nature has some healing gifts and properties, be it the fresh air or connecting with the trees or certain plants and herbs, tea, getting some sunlight and solar light codes to help you build your vitality and life force energy, especially if you're exhausted and in this wounded warrior, wounded healer energy. You're definitely needing to get more sunlight, needing to be eating hydrating foods that are from the earth, eating clean, but you're definitely needing to allow Mother Gaia's gifts to provide medicine for you at this time. And not only that, whatever it is that you are fighting or resisting, or that negativity that you're holding on to, you're needing to allow things to unfold naturally in your life. Which means if you're going against the grain and you're trying to hold on to something because it's your comfort zone, or it's what you're used to, or you don't want to ruffle no feathers, or you're scared to move forward and try something new because you got to relinquish some of the control that you had over things and surrender to the divine, then you're not in alignment with the natural order of things or the natural progression of things. So there's possibly some cycles that are naturally needing to close out. It's just time, and we fighting it because there are some new things that need to blossom. We're in the spring season, so things want to blossom and be birthed and rebirthed. And when you're holding on to old things, you're delaying the blessings that are trying to come in for you. So you definitely want to allow things to unfold naturally in your life and surrender the resistance, whatever that's looking like, because that's part of releasing the negativity. At the bottom of the deck, you have surrender to inner peace. For many of us, you tired because you ain't got no peace. You're not at peace. Your 3D reality and what's stirring within you, they no longer align, and you will never be at peace as long as that's the case. So you're needed to get in alignment. You're needed to take the advice that's being provided to you here, the advice that's being provided to you by your ancestors and your spirit guides. You're needing to get that rest. One thing for certain and two things for sure. If y'all have not noticed by now, the Matrix don't give a F-U-C-K, a capital F-U-C-K, about your peace. They're going to show you all the shit that's going to get your nervous system, have your nervous system ready to just shut clean down. They're going to show you all the shit and push towards you and promote all the shit that's going to sabotage your peace. So you want to surrender to inner peace and align more and invest more in what brings you peace. And not that pseudo-ass peace where you keeping the peace and you're not speaking up for yourself to quote unquote keep the peace with people in the short term. No, you're doing what's going to give you peace in the long run, even if it causes some chaos in your immediate reality. Trust me, it ain't gonna last long. It's not gonna last long. Like, things will die down eventually, but you're being called to get out of your comfort zone and do the necessary so that you can have long-term substantial peace. So it says here, cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. The divine never designed it for us to be on the go all the time in this fast-paced, highly draining reality that man has created of the earth experience. But newsflash, you have the capacity, the resources, and everything you need within you to change that thing around. Trust me, I am a living witness. I no longer live trying to be busy from sun up to sundown and allowing that to dictate my worth. I no longer live my life determining my worth by how much money I got in the bank, or I got in my pocket, or what's parked in my driveway, or my garage, or any of that. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still learning those lessons, but I've come a long ass way from allowing the matrix to identify peace for me, or what peace feels like or looks like for me. And so for many of you, that is the lesson, and that is where your journey is leading you. I'm going to close out this reading with the Sacred Destiny Oracle. And then I'm going to let y'all get on with y'all healing. Let y'all get on with what this journey is calling forth from you. Spirit, please clarify this message. This full moon and Sagittarius message. Spirit, please bring forth the best message for the highest good of the collective at this time relative to the full moon and Sagittarius. Community, what I tell y'all, we are not meant to navigate this journey alone. We are not meant to build new earth alone. We are meant to do this shit in community. And you have the rainbow, which is the sign of God's love and hope, according to the Bible. And it also represents vitality. You got the sun shining, and you got this nature scene. Again, a reminder for y'all to get outside, get some fresh air, do some breath work. And you got a bunch of butterflies. How many of them we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 9 butterflies. 9s are representative of ending cycles. Many of you, that is exactly what it is that you're doing. You may want to check the numerology of your numerology, your name numerology, your birth date numerology, because 9s are very significant and could be very well speaking to you ending in this lifetime or in this chapter of your life, especially if it's like your personal year 9. Some tough cycles, closing them out, and you're wondering why it's feeling the darkest right now. It's darkest before the dawn. There's a new day on the horizon for you, and you're meant to do this next leg of the healing journey in community with people of like mind, heart, and spirit. So I'm going to read the message of community for you all, and then we're going to see what's at the top and the bottom of the deck. And I'm going to do it that way because I don't want to forget, exploring the other cards, to read the message of community. That ain't what I'm looking for. Where the book? There it goes. So let's see. For some of you, this negativity that you're releasing, this not letting your past hold back, is the communities that you are a part of. They no longer align with you, and so it's okay that those relationships are ending, because the divine is trying to make way for some new, higher quality, more high vibrational connections that are more supportive of you reaching your goal and holding your vision. They won't be distractions. They will be supporters. They will be cheerleaders. They will be those who contribute to that which you're meant to bring forth on this next leg of the journey and in this lifetime. So it says, with community, the ancient forest, the towering ancient trees in a forest look distinct from one another. Yet beneath the surface of the earth, their roots are intertwined. The roots act like a kind of communication system throughout the community of trees. Instantaneous messages travel through this underground system. Nutrients can travel on this network. Trees at one side of the forest can supply the nourishment required on the other side of the forest. Danger at one end of the network is communicated to the far end of the intertwined roots. You're definitely needing to consider the communities that you're in and that you're wanting to be in, and how y'all feed off of one another. What impact they have on you. Do they drain you or do they pour into you? It says support is all around you, even if you're not consciously aware of it. Allow yourself to be supported. Give encouragement to others. The more you allow yourself to be supported, the more your dreams can come true. If you believe that you have to do it all alone, then you will. Your true family is not just blood relationships. I'm going to say that again, y'all. Your true family is not just blood relationships. Your blood relatives are oftentimes people you were meant to learn character development from, with the different experiences that you've had with them. But that does not necessarily mean they are your true family, your soul family. They were a training ground. So keep that in mind. It says sometimes the strongest family ties are friends who know who you are. Sometimes they are your ancestors and soul family who reside in spirit. This card speaks of finding your community and your people. It is a card of remembering that your people are at your side, believing in you, loving you, and standing strong beside you. Call on your... Oh, that's a misspelled word. Got me sounding retarded. Stupid. Standing strong beside you. Call on your community and ask for their assistance. They are only a thought away. Sometimes you go through stuff so that you can, one, realize where you're taking some people in your community for granted and need to show more gratitude, and two, realize that you're connected with some people who the help you need, they can't nor do they want to give it to you, and therefore you're needing to do something different. You're needing to show up different or not show up in those dynamics at all. So that is where many of us find ourselves at, but ultimately we're needing to do the necessary so that we're in a better position to build and be a part of community. What do you bring to the table? So at the top of the deck we have stand still. Things are at a standstill so that this work can be done, so that you can reflect, and so that you can surrender those outdated beliefs about yourself. So things have been at a standstill, but the end of a tough cycle is approaching and is bringing in what's at the bottom of the deck, and that is wonders. God wants to blow your mind and bring miracles into your 3D reality. Increased signs and synchronicities, increased quality of your relationships and connections, and increase inner peace in a way that is going to wow you. God wants to bring in more wonders in your life. So I love this for us. And like I said, if the message didn't find you well, I hope something was said that leaves you well. If you are interested in a personal reading, feel free to email me at turquoisemajesty@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. And if you'd like to donate, my donation information is in the description box below. If you're local, I am hosting in-person sound bath sessions as well as virtual. So if you would like to book, again, you can email me at turquoisemajesty@gmail.com, and stay tuned to what I got going on, because I got a few things up my sleeve that I'm going to be announcing soon. But until next time, y'all, thanks for your support. Peace.